Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to today's Sport Trap Show. I am your host, Brian Munango, unpacking and updating you with the latest sports news. There is so much to talk about, but let's start off with the AFCON 2023. Total Energies AFCON 2023, with a lot of upsets that we did see yesterday, seeing the team that has won the AFCON the most, which is Egypt, draw with Mozambique 2-2, and another result where we saw Cape Verde beating Ghana. But we will talk more about football when we get into our special segment, La Soccer Joel.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian, from protecting our homes to fighting injustices. We still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia you?
Well, Namibia Media Holdings' very own Tia James Wilson and Jesse Jackson Carritha, accompanied by Johannes Liungo and Joseph Thomas, have commenced with their journey to the Ivory Coast. Well, Sports Rap will be covering the scenes from the African Cup of Nations. With that being said, I did meet up with the team at the airport, and can we have a look at this?
We are standing here, that is at the Hosea Kutako International Airport, on board, that is of course, to the Ivory Coast, where we are going to witness the Africa Cup of Nations. The Brave Warriors will be in action, and it is going to be a phenomenon. It is going to be an exciting, dramatic event that is in Ivory Coast. But I'm here joined, that is by the big boys that are also boarding the plane with me, that is to the Ivory Coast. Guys, are you excited?
Yes, sir! We are very excited. We are looking forward to it.
We are very excited indeed. Which player are you looking forward to seeing there?
Obviously, it's Peter Sharolile. Shasha, we are coming for you, man.
Yo.
We need some goals on the Peter Sharolile, please.
And Wendell Rudel, do it,
Wendell
man.
must come through, man. Wendell must come through.
What's
Let's
the
go.
message from you to the team?
Let's do our best and let's just win what we can. Do what we can. Show
Let's
them
try our
who
best,
we are.
guys.
Land of the brave.
Do what you can. Of course, Sports Rep will be there, courtesy of Tafelaka, Go TV, DSTV.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for making this possible. The Namibia Media Holdings as well. So stay tuned. We will be back. We'll see you in Cote d'Ivoire.
Before we go back, and we'll be back, just tell me, you guys, predictions for Namibia's first game against Tunisia. I'll start off with Tia James Wilson. What is your prediction for our first match?
I think we're going to win 2-1.
2-1?
We're not losing that game.
Okay.
For sure.
Jesse Jackson.
I'm seeing a draw. It is going to be a score draw.
Okay.
I'm saying 1, Namibia 1, Tunisia 0.
Tunisia 0.
I'm looking forward to Namibia.
1-0 in favor of the Brave Warriors,
With
obvious.
Shalulile giving us
Yeah,
the goal.
it's Sharolile go.
Okay, well, all the best to you guys.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Love.
Let's go, Joel.
Let's go,
Let's go.
The guys are very, very excited for the AFCON 2023, but I do not blame them at all. Well, Rian Hanamub breaks down his previous AFCON experience, the anticipation going into the 2023 edition of the tournament, and more in exclusive interview by the NFA. Let's have a look.
Looking back at AFCON 2019, I think we didn't do as bad, but since football is a game of results, and results were not coming our way, which makes the whole process look like we didn't do well. Much to do. As the juniors, you can see there's enough proof as to why they are here. So mine is just to encourage them to give their all, to give their best, and then the best will handle the rest. Really, I would like to face Senegal and to play against the Sadio Manes, because they're one of the best in the world. So I think it will be a good test for us in terms of where we are as a team and as individuals, and I think really it will be an interesting game. First thing I do is to put the team before my goals, which definitely will be advancing from the group stages. I just want the fans back home to rally behind the boys, to give us the necessary support, and definitely will not disappoint. I just want
the spirit of togetherness, great warriors, together it's a celebration.
Well, before we do leave you, there is a last bit of information that we do have. You will see it up on the screen shortly to experience AFCON with us. This is your chance. Well, stay tuned. Click the link below, which is afcon.my.na, which helps you explore live stats, unforgettable highlights, and exclusive insights. So do not miss out on the chance to make sure that you do log into the website to stay updated with the AFCON 2023. Well, with that being said, I'll see you guys shortly with the hit list.
It feels good to football with GoTV.
Works the space well and scores.
Nobody but GoTV gives you all the games of La Liga and the DStv Premiership.
This is extraordinary. Oh.
The Premier League and UEFA games that matter, and the world's favorite cup competitions. Get your Go Coder with 1 month of Super for only $799 to enjoy the football Vuma. GoTV. Love it.
Champions League, we've got the favourites, and if they're on song, well, they'll give us a bit of everything to enjoy. Well, here we go, a burst of taste, and the pressure's on here. It's a red card. Vinicius Junior! Oh my goodness! There works the space well. Lewandowski! Oh, magnificent! That is a stunner! Haaland! What a finish! Coming onto it now to shoot! Champions of Europe, finally!
The 2023-24 UEFA Champions League. Be moved with every game live on SuperSport. Upgrade to Compact Plus.
Okay, well, the Namibia Hockey Union has proudly announced its women's team to represent the country in the historic first version of the five-a-side World Cup from the 24th of January in Oman's capital, Muscat. Well, coach Cedric Makati's team has been placed in Group C along with India, Poland and USA. The group games are in January 24 against the Americans at 10 in the morning, and the same afternoon against Poland. Well, the next morning at 11 o'clock the match against India awaits, and the quarterfinals and playoff finals are placing will follow after that, meaning 16 countries will compete in the inaugural Women's Fives World Cup. Group 5 consists of Fiji, Malaysia and the Netherlands. Group B has been filled by Australia, South Africa and Ukraine, and Zambia as well. And the competitors in the Group D are New Zealand, Paraguay, Thailand and Uruguay. Well, in December 2022, Ismaili, Egypt and the Namibian women finished at the top of the continental qualifying tournament for the five-a-side World Cup. The women's team then still coached by Erwin Handura, lost one match against Kenya 2-4, but won all the other games in Egypt. So with that being said, we do look forward to seeing the Namibians doing well at this competition. Well, with that being said, we did catch up with Tobias, Nesta Tobias, that is who is a boxing promoter, to just tell us an assessment of how 2023 went and what he looks forward to in 2024. Let's have a look.
Well, Sport Rep is joined, that is by the MTC Nesta Sunshine Tobias Boxing Academy. They are here today, obviously, to speak about how the year was, what improvements can we see next year, and boxing in general. Welcome to the show, gents.
Thank you. It's always great to have me here. Yeah, of course, we got our operational manager here, Absalom Chempo, AB, who's also going to give some details about the development of boxing, the future of the academy, and so on. Yeah, for sure, this year was I can say it was a great year, because we achieved a lot during this year, putting our country on the world. That's most important. You can see we went to the USA, we went to Philippines, went to UK, and of course Zimbabwe and Africa and so on. And of course we're always on the social media, on the streaming and all the whole world when we're at the event here. And of course at the boxing side, of course we put some of our boxers very high in the rating. And of course we just produced a world champion, not a world champion, WBO Africa champion in Philippines, Tumba, who just won the title on the 2nd December. Yeah, right there in the country cup. And of course, as you see, there was also a lot of news about the academy. There's everybody want to know when are we going to fight for the world title and so on. But you know, to fight for the world title is a process, and we're in that process right now. If you can see, our top boxers like Paulina John is rated number 6 in the world, and Charles Sinima is rated number 11. And our energy will be back in the top 5 in the world right now. And for sure, that is the process, you know. I mean, to get someone to fight for a world title in a small population like Namibia, very limited funds, limited facility and so on. But if you can see, we produce already 3 world champions right from here in Namibia, and we had a lot of boxers in the world rating. That's a big achievement. You cannot compare us with other nations and so on, but we are competing there with them, the USA, the UK, Mexico. So come next year, we want to do better than this year. And I want us to do better tomorrow, the next day, next year must be better. Put more boxers in the world rating, get more resources in boxing. And of course, the academy can also say is proudly to encourage others to do boxing. You can see we got a lot of gyms now when it comes to boxing. We got a lot of coaches, promoters, managers, and of course more boxers. If you can recall, we didn't have even a boxer who can fight 10 rounds from here. Now we got more boxers who can fight for 10 rounds, we can challenge for big titles. As I speak now, we got one of our top boxers, and Paulus Mavila, who's fighting tonight in Switzerland for the IBF Intercontinental Africa in a super lightweight. And of course, see, we go and fight if people recognize us. So why they invite boxers from this country? Because of the result we put on the record, you know.
Yes. Nesta, one of the things that one would like to see, which areas do you feel you need to improve on next year? Because I'm sure there has been ups and downs this year, which is a normal thing in any profession. So which areas do you feel has been the downs, and where do you want to take them?
Like I said, the biggest challenge, see, with our experience and knowledge of boxing, if I can get more funds, that is the area we have to work on. Get more funds, for sure, so we can put up quality fights, to produce quality boxers. Because if you don't have resources, you cannot invite quality boxers here. So you can only invite this boxer who can afford to come in, and that is the area we have to improve on that. For sure, to get better facilities, training facility in our gyms, and of course to like I said, with the funding, we can even encourage more people to join boxing. More boxers to work more harder and so on, because that is the example, like Moses the Hitman, Paul Sambuna the Rock, Julius Indongo. When they won the world title, everybody's talking about boxing, and more kids join boxing, and more kids work hard to become world rated, and for sure they want those to follow those champions' footsteps.
All right, from the operational manager, what would you have assessed this year with, and what do you think is the future going to be like next year? What do you hope for?
I believe it was a very successful year on our side. If we go through some of the fights that we made happen, like Nesta just said, we've been all over the world. We've been in the Philippines, USA, we've been all over Africa as well, and here at home, and we have produced various champions here. Because if you look at it, everyone can claim to be doing boxing, but boxing in a nutshell is about the record, rating, and championship. That is what we have to look at, because now you invest in these boxers so that one day they become mandatory, so that they can be able to challenge for a world championship. That is their goal. And like Nesta just alluded to now, with regards to funding, let's say in our country right now, some of the sponsors we are looking at, such as our main sponsor MTC, PST Bet, you see, we have to thank those corporates, because they always come on board and support boxing. And that should be a motivation also for other corporates to come on board, so we can support boxing, because now the status quo in our country is unemployment. And boxing can also be seen as a way to curb unemployment, because now when you look at just staging a boxing bonanza in the country, for example, it comes with economic advantages in terms of purse money of boxers, those that are hired to work there, ring announcers, security, and all sorts of, you see. So that is another way to actually just boost our people, and also help them make a living for themselves. I believe the aim is to do better than yesterday. We want to have a much brighter year next year, but of course we have to pick up from where we left. And I think boxing is a very entertaining sport. Everyone wants to be part of it, and we can only make it bigger by having more investors in the sport.
Definitely, well said. Nesta, any last words from the academy?
Yeah, of course, I want just to thank our main sponsor MTC, our sponsor PSD Bet, for the great job they are doing, investing in the academy. They're investing,
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but mentally.
Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Vindo Kahana.
Hy sê wie hy is aan neertrek en daai bal het my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat en is
but just enough next.
Running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love it. I love it. So then
we kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
they've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
Well, Alex Miller and Melissa Hens won the first of 6 races in the 2024 Nedbank Windhoek Pedal Power Road Bike Series on the Dordrecht Road east of the capital. Yesterday, Christian Janse van Rensburg from South Africa took the second position in the men's race with Daniel Abraham of Netherlands finishing third, while Ferrer Luza was second behind Hens in the women's race. With that being said, we did catch up with Alex Miller, and this is what he had to say.
First race of the year, how is it? How do you feel?
First race of the year, completed successfully. Yeah, it's always nice to get back into things. It's good preparation now before I go down to South Africa for a lot of the races. New team for me, Toyota Specialized. Very excited to be joining them. And yeah, it's always nice to be able to race here. Thanks to the Pedal Power, Nedbank Pollard, all the sponsors that get involved to provide events like this. It's good competition for me to be able to race locally. And yeah, thanks.
Talking about the race itself, how tough was it in terms of the weather, the headwinds, if there were any, and so on and so forth?
The situation in Dora, this is always an interesting one. Sometimes we've got sometimes it can be tailwind out and the headwind back, so it depends on the day. Today was a very nice sunny day, bit of a headwind on the way back, but yeah, it was really good. Happy that I felt back.
Tactically, what was your plan?
Tactically, my plan was just to throw a lot of attacks, like tactically maybe not so right, tactically maybe not so clever if you look at it from outside, but for me it's all about getting some race intensity, preparation for the upcoming races in South Africa.
In terms of the field itself, how do you feel about the field?
No, it's good. I think this is the highest participation that British Pedal Power has seen, which is very good. You know, it shows the sport is growing and it's encouraging people to get outside and come and enjoy it.
And at what point in time did you decide that you are attacking and leaving the guys?
I was trying the whole time during the race just to get away, just to see what the other guys were doing, see how long I'd be able to hold it, and yeah, I managed to hold it until the end.
Okay, how many races are you going to take part in South Africa?
So next weekend will be Atacross in the Western Cape. That's always a big season opener because all of the South Africans are there. Sometimes a few international guys as well. So, and then after that, quite a busy period. February, I think it'll be every weekend race, Tankwa Trek and Bufa Big 5 down there. So it's a busy period coming.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, Arioja is on standby, but before we do go to Arioja, do not forget that we do have the NTV Awards that are scheduled and upcoming. You do get the chance to vote for the Sport Rap show that has been nominated for 2 awards, one of them being the News Show of the Year. So with that being said, please do make sure to cast your vote and do vote for Sports Rap, and do not forget to make sure that you do get the number 085 735 6231. Always make sure to vote on that number for the Sports Rap show. Well, with that being said, Arioja is on standby.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news first. Australian Open, it's going and running. It's the second day of the Australian Open. Started on the weekend, and it is in the men's division. It is experienced campaigner Andy Murray of Great Britain that's out of the tournament. He lost in 3 sets to Thomas Echeverry of Argentina. The score there was 6-4, 6-2 and 6-2. Then also Stefanos Tsitsipas, number 7 seed, he safely through, beating Zigon Berg of Belgium in 4 sets. And then one of the favorites, that is Daniel Medvedev, number 3 seed. He beat Terence Armani of France, and it was Armani that had to retire in the 4th set because of injury. Also through to the next round earlier, it was Novak Djokovic, number 1 seed, and the other favourite, Yannick Sinner, number 4 seed of Italy, also both safely through to the second round. In the women's side of the draw, it is firstly Aryna Sabalenka, number 2 seed. She beat Ella Seidel of Germany quite easily, 6-love and 6-1. She's number 2 seed and one of the favourites together with number 1 seed Iga Swiatek, that's going to play later on. Then also it is Maria Sakkari of Greece, number 8 seed, that beat Nao Hibiri of Japan, 6-4, 6-1. And then Elena Svitolina of Ukraine, she's the number 19th seed, and she got the better of Taylor Preston of the United States, and the score there was 6-2 and 6-2. Continuing international sports news with cricket news, and it is India that's hosting Afghanistan in a series at the moment. Also, it is Sri Lanka hosting the team of Zimbabwe. Firstly, it is India that's playing a 3-series T20 series against Afghanistan. It was India that won the first one by 6 wickets, and the second one also by 6 wickets. And the second one, it was Afghanistan that batted first, 172 they scored, and then India scoring 173 for 4. That was in the 16th over. With Yaswari Jasmal, he scored 68 from 34 deliveries. Then it is Zimbabwe that's touring Sri Lanka at the moment. They already played a 50-over series that Sri Lanka won. Now it was the first of 3 T20s also played. It was a very tight game that went to the last ball of the 20 overs. It is Sri Lanka that won it in the end by 3 wickets off the last delivery of the game. It's Zimbabwe batting first, 143 for the loss of 5 wickets, with Raza scoring 62. And then it was Sri Lanka scoring 144 for 7, with Angelo Matthews scoring 46 and winning